Today, we're going to talk about something many of us know deep down, but, well, we might not have the words for it. We're diving into the architecture of sensory overload.
So let me ask you, have you ever felt like your entire personality just evaporates the second you walk into a busy, stimulating room? You go in feeling great, feeling like yourself, and then within minutes, you're just quiet, withdrawn, totally drained. If you're nodding along right now, this is for you.
So first, let's talk about that feeling itself, the overload feeling. Because if you've been there, you know it's not random. It tends to pop up in some very specific and, let's be honest, very common places.
And I mean, think about it. These are everywhere, right? Loud parties, where you're trying to follow like 5 conversations at once, that constant buzz and motion of a busy open office, or being packed like sardines on public transit, or just the absolute visual and audio chaos of them all. The one thing that ties them all together? A massive, massive amount of sensory information hitting you all at once.
But here's the big twist. What if that feeling, that sense of being completely overwhelmed, what if it's not a weakness? What if it's actually a sign of a really high-powered brain doing its thing? Let's get into this idea. Let's talk about your 8K brain.
So often, we slap the label social anxiety on this feeling. And look, that's a very real thing for a lot of people. But sometimes, there's something else going on right underneath the surface. It could be a neurological trait called low latent inhibition. And it's so important to get this. This isn't a disorder or problem. It's just a different brain operating system.
Here's the best way to think about it. Imagine most people are walking through the world processing life in, say, 720p. It's perfectly fine. Their brains are really good at filtering out all the unimportant stuff. But your brain? Oh no. Your brain is recording in glorious 8K. You're not just getting the main event, you're processing the background conversations, the flicker of the fluorescent lights, the subtle shift in someone's posture across the room, all of it, all at once.
So what is this low latent inhibition thing, really? Well, it just means your brain's built-in spam filter is set way, way lower than most. So instead of automatically tossing out sensory information as just background noise, your mind flags almost everything as potentially important. And that is an incredible amount of data to be sorting through every single second.
Okay, so if your brain is this 8K processing powerhouse, you can't just run it at full speed all day long. You'd burn out. It needs strategic rest. Which brings us to the practical part, the tool you can actually use. It's time to find your niche.
And that tool is called a restorative niche. Now, this isn't about hiding from the world. It's actually the complete opposite. It's a really smart, strategic way to manage your energy so you can show up more fully when you want to. Think of it like a charging station for your nervous system, a place you go on purpose to turn down the volume of the world and just let your brain cool down.
And using it is so simple. When you're at that party or in that office and you feel your battery just tanking, find a quiet spot. It could be an empty hallway, your car, even a bathroom stall for just a couple of minutes. The goal is to first find that quiet. And second, reduce all the input. And third, this is key, just let your mind idle. Don't check your phone, don't try to solve a problem, just breathe. And when you feel that sense of calm coming back, you're good to go. You can head back in, recharged.
Okay, let's bring all this home with one last really powerful idea that can kind of change your whole perspective on this experience.
This, right here, is the big takeaway. That feeling isn't a sign that you're broken or anxious or antisocial. It's a sign that you are deeply, intensely, and vividly taking in the world around you. You're noticing more. You're perceiving more. It's not a deficit. It's a surplus of perception.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Now that you see the world in 8K, how are you going to re-architect your life? How can you start building in those restorative niches, those mindful breaks that actually honor this incredible ability instead of trying to fight it? How are you going to build a life that works for your 8K brain, not against it?